Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. There is the breakthrough. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So, a breakthrough already. Now that looks a decent ball. That is good strength. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And he shoots! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement.
Up he goes! And the ball's come loose here. Goes for a shot! In for the pieces! Goal! Serbia! And they get themselves in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Serbia get themselves into the lead. And it's De Bruyne. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vlahovic finds himself offside. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, what a climb! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Serbia have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Mukiele. He's through here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. De Bruyne. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great vision. Robertson does really well to win the ball there. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Looking to play him in, and it's been played through. Mbappe. Chance for a shot! No mistake! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. He's in a great position here. Mukiele. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be 3 minutes.
Camavinga. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And this is Messi. There's the crossfield ball. Oh, they can break here. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. And he's cut it out. And that'll be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Serbia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Looking for the run. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Valverde. Now it's Messi. Di Marco. Quality ball. Vlahovic is herring after that one. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe! Neymar. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Mukiele, and that's going right the way across. Plays a sharp little ball here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And it's Neymar. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. He has found the way through. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Gordon. And the shot's on here. Messi. And that is not finding anyone. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. Oh, what has happened here? And he welcomes it in. Chooses to go back. Alexander-Arnold. Chance, surely! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And no, that was never going to make it. DiMarco knocks it into space. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's made its way to him. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Gordon is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. And he's in on goal. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And a chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution for Serbia.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Davids. Coming on the field, number 17.
keeper has taken decisive action.
Number 18.
Cross needs to be good. Big header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And he's managed to get rid. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's onside. Tries to pass it through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Akanji makes the interception.
Rafael Leao really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, they've got it again. Kamavinga! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! And he stuck it away. And that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
And just a quick reminder today to please...
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative.
Rafael Leao!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Solot is onto this. Di Marco drives it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, this is a great position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Kukçu. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Kukçu!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
There's the header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Solot. Oh, that was vital. Barella. Still goalless at the moment. Spread neatly. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Kukçu. He's through here. He might be in here. Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Serbia are looking to go forward now. Great defending, strong and determined. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Rafael Leao. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Di Marco. Now here's the delivery. And he's there to belt it away. And that's been won straight back. And it's Mkhitaryan. Goes for a shot! Beckenbauer gets it clear.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Mkhitaryan. Nicely weighted ball. In by DeMarco. Big header! And he's gone looking for safety. No way through, so back it comes. Distributed tidily. It's a promising position. Oh, no joy this time.
Doué really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Can he get it through? DeMarco. Referee's given a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Serves up. It's a mighty effort! Goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Doué. Out of play for a throw. He is just caressing the ball. And he's managed to get rid. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Serbia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Eric Garcia. Trippier. Now that looks a decent ball. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Serbia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time.
Chance for a shot! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Serbia grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
DeMarco gets into some space. Oh, what shapes to shoot! They've done it! And they get themselves in front! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rafael Leao in with the challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's picked it up out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Neymar. Chance here to counter. Serbia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Hernandez. Drilled it. Takes a shot! And he's following up! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Beckenbauer. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez going full steam ahead down the left flank. Hernandez. Now it's Solanke. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Doué.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's aimed into the middle. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Eric Garcia. Number 11. Service. Number 32. DeMarco. Coming on the field. Number 4. Desiree Doué. Number 16. Rodri. Number 9. Erling Haaland. Number 15. João Cancelo. Substitution.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And they're back on the ball again. And it's Cancelo. Knocks it out wide. Trippier receives it in a wide position. He gets big! Lima tries to clear. They'll have one final crack at it. And that has left him in a heap. Stood up well to him there. DeMarco. It's Neymar! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Rodri.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Trippier gets into a good position. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that has been knocked clear. Has a shot! It's a loose ball.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
It's crossed into the middle. So what can they make of this? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Konate spots it and intercepts.
This is the time you need that pace.
Trippier. Cross to the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Lampard. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Can he get onto this? He's got away. Doué. Played into the middle. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nicely spread. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Shevchenko. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Fernando Torres. Hernandez.
Oh, really well played.
Crosses it in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rice. And this is Shevchenko. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. He's having a go. Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Serbia have the chance to go the other way. And here's Torres. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Rice. Now it's Solanke. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hernandez. Can he get it through? Solanke! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Hernandez. There's the crossfield ball. And it's Doué. Tries to pass it through. Chance for a shot! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, that really should have found the net. The service was faultless, and I'm going to leave it there.
Keeper's dealt with that. Mukiele. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that has not gone well. Doué stood his ground strongly. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lampard. And it's Rice. And that's a dangerous ball. Real chance! Corner number 2 then. Hernandez is there to clear. Serbia are looking to go forward now. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shapes to shoot! Chelsea can try it again now. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Lima picks it up out wide. Lima cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tries to play it through. De Ligt makes the interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hernandez, that's a little off target. Great vision, and he's in. And Shevchenko! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Played out wide. Hernandez pings in across. Climbs up big! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Rafael Leao in acres of space out wide. Kimmich aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Shevchenko. He's one-on-one, surely! Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Substitution for Serbia.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Reimer. Number 16, Barella. Number 19, Hernandez.
Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Osserman. Number 13.
Serbia are looking to go forward now.
Number 3, Gemato.
Solanke was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Osimhen. No way through there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Hernandez calmly anticipates. Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's the keeper's ball. Beckenbauer. Serbia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played towards the other side. And it's Mukiele. Now Van Dijk. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he was alert to it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, well played. Now it's Torres.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot a goal! He's having a go! Shevchenko! This guy is class! A finish of true class! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Doué knocks it into space.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And he's intervened well there. Mendieta. His chance! It's their second corner of the game. Solanke! No, not the best of headers. Hernandez. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, well measured. Not the most accurate pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Van Dijk goes sliding in. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nice interception, well timed.
Added minutes has been indicated.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Osimhen! And that is wildly off target. Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Rice. Now it's Endrick. Threads one in. It's Neymar! Oh, what has happened here? And it's made its way to a decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. So that's it. It is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Serbia desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear of him coming after me.
He has found the way through, showing good feet. Bale! Missed by a fraction. Now it's Batistuta, and he's on his way. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't.
Ah, he's given it away. Rafael Leao. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Gordon. DiMarco could try cutting inside here. That's really well cleared. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nicely spread. Kessié. Ball's played through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught napping. Played into the middle. Punched away. He's having a go. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to count. Ibrahimovic! Hits off target and by quite a way.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Serbia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's gone searching crossfield. DiMarco. Davids. Oh, they can break here. Some good work on the right flank here.
That was lovely, that.
Bale. Oh, that's... Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Milan have their second corner now. Bale goes short. Serbia are looking to go forward now. Plays a sharp little ball here. Played into space out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Serbia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always...
Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Back would it go. And the shot! And again! Nicely shaped ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That is ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro.
Serbia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And they win it back again. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well measured. Bale. Played in deep. Big header! It's hit the upright. It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he's managed to get free. Real chance! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Now that looks a decent ball. Chance here to counter. And the through ball. Now it's Bale. There's the shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan. And we've reached half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Substitution for Serbia, number 6, target.
And the action is back on the way. Serbia come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here.
Number 30,
And he was quick to react. Now it's Bale. Looking to play him in. Bale. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, easy pickings there. Serbia different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. The referee's awarded a free kick. Rising over the bar.
Bale will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
DiMarco. Gets a good foot in there. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Over to the left. Cross goes in there. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Gordon, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gordon cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. It's Bale! And yes, it's there! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. No way through there. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ibrahimovic! It's a good run that, great timing. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Bale. Threads one in, Bale. Oh, that's neat. And here's Batistuta. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Mendieta!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Is there a... Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, denied at the last.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Yamal! And that's wide.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Batistuta is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's not played them quickly taken. And here's Batistuta. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Gattuso. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a promising position. Cross flung in towards the middle. Now it's Batistuta. Out to the right.
Serbia are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Serbia have it back and can go again. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Totti. And it's Vieira. Vieira running with the ball. In with the challenge. Out to the right. Now it's Yamal. He's got away. Yamal! Just swings wide.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Vieira. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Nicely weighted ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looks across and plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Mukiele tries making a foray down the right. That's a little off target. Distributed tidily. Not the most accurate pass. Zanetti. Doué might just make this. And it's Vieira. Still goalless. He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! And he whips it in. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He's having a good look here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Totti! Brilliant by Totti! About as smooth as it gets! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Deep cross. And here's Yamal. Vlahovic. Fernando Torres. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Torres. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Totti. Look at the space here. And the finish! Off the post. Oh, they can break here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yamal gets into a good position. He rises! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's following up!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Serginho. And this is Totti. Totti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now the ball's gone astray. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And no, that was never going to make it.
Serbia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Judge, surely! What about that from Fernando Torres? A finish of true class. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Ukraine are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Torres. Totti. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mignon deals with that nice and simple. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Davids. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Doué. And they can counter here. Threads one in. Doué's cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And this could be the final action of the first half. Torres plays it short. Davids. And the first 45 minutes are up. So your views on the first half?
Serbia really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution for Serbia, number 16, Barella. Coming on to replace him is number 11, Neymar.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's found a way through. Shot a goal! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Climbs up big! It's bounced back off the post. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Oh, can he get onto this? Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through. So much time and space here. Header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's in a great position here. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, they could be caught out here. Vieira. Torres!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Quality ball. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Serbia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Substitution in progress.
Serbia still have the cards to affect this game. Serginho, Totti, tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good ball out wide. The less said about that pass, the better. It's Totti! And he's opted for the long pass. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Now, can they get him away? Doué. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Oh, good-looking ball. Strong running down that left flank. Flings in across. Oh, what has happened here? Chance! He's got a goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. Serbia give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Oh, well played. Adams. Mukiele. Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for the run. Can he get it through? Oh, super ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Serbia do have a chance to counter here. Gordon. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's well spotted. Now, that looks a decent ball. Neymar. Zanetti. Vieira. Can he spark a counter here? He's in plenty of space here. He gets big! No, not the best of headers. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Looking to play him in. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. He could be in here. Real chance! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
It's their second corner of the game. Ukraine are looking to go forward now. Played out towards the right wing. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. Swings in across. Takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty.